So I did a bunch of shed tests. I got all the results back. Let's run through it, see what we got. Honestly, it was a pretty good shed test run. What's up, YouTube? So today we're gonna go over the shed test and what the results were. So I'll actually just do the adults first, and then we'll do the babies after that, the holdbacks. So the adults that I had were bought from a collection. So it's only one adult. No, it's two adults and three adults. Wow, I can't even think right now. It's too early. So it's three adults. I bought them in a collection. No, there's one that I bought in the collection. There's two that I bought separately. And essentially, we're just going to run through everything I got, and then we're going to talk about the holdbacks and what's for sale now because the results came back negative. So let's run through it. This girl is active, so I'm going to have to stand right here and grab her the whole time because she keeps trying to leave. So this girl is a black pastel pinstripe. And I actually bought her as a black pastel pinstripe. And the guy that I bought her from, this is part of the collection that I bought, told me that he wasn't too sure about her, that he bought her as het pied, so he's selling her as a possible het pied. And well, I shed tested her, and she ended up being negative. So she is not het pied. I told him just to be, so he was clear that he didn't get a het pied. He had paired her to a visual pied and did not have any visual pied babies in the clutch, which I know is possible. I've had that happen to me before. And again, he did not end up with any visual pieds, so she obviously was not het pied. I was going to start pairing her before I did the shed test, but after a while, I was like, I'll just wait for the shed test to come back because there's no reason for me to pair her not knowing what she actually is. And she is a big girl, and I would have probably got a bunch of eggs, but I don't want to waste a male on a snake that's not going to give me anything that I need. So she is for sale. She's up on the website, and she's beautiful. Obviously, you can see how calm she is, peaceful. She is a little bit active, but that's honestly, that's a good sign for a snake this big, is to be as active as she is. So if you want her, she's on the website. She is beautiful. And now let's go talk about the other adults. This girl here is a pinstripe clown, and I actually got her off Morph Market because there was a person selling her for $300 because she's just a pinstripe clown. The thing is, he said she was a proven breeder, so I asked for pictures of the clutch because he also had her listed as possible het desert ghost, possible het VPI xanthic, or het xanthic, didn't know what line. And I said, well, why do you have her listed as that if you are certain she's just a pinstripe clown? He said, because I paired her to one of my males. Come on, chill out. I paired her to one of my males, and she actually, there was two eggs that were gray snakes. And the male was also just a visual clown, so there was no reason for any gray snakes. And I said, well, what are the chances that both of them could have hidden genes and you not know about it? He said, I mean, that's pretty hard because for both snakes to have a hidden gene to be exactly the same gene, what are the chances? And I said, well, weirder stuff has happened before. So he had her listed at both Desert Ghost and possible het xanthic. Well, I shed tested her for Desert Ghost and I shed tested her for xanthic, and she is negative for Desert Ghost and positive for VPI xanthic. So I got a clown het VPI xanthic adult female for $300, which is a steal. Honestly, as a pinstripe clown adult female for $300, that's still a pretty good, that's a really good deal. So to add het VPI xanthic on top of that, even better. So this is potentially the cheapest double recessive snake I've ever purchased, even though she was an adult. So pinstripe clown, het VPI xanthic. Now the weird thing about this, I don't have any males that are het VPI xanthic, het clown, or clown het VPI xanthic, or VPI xanthic het clown, or whatever. So I will be having to find one because this is actually my second snake. That is a VPI Xanthic Clown project combo. So I should probably find a male. And I thought I had a male, but we'll talk about that here in a second. Then we have this cinnamon mahogany female. As you can see, she is extremely too dark. Even the camera can't figure out how dark she is. Honestly, I hope this video turns out good because the lighting is crappy right now. So this is a cinnamon mahogany, 66% het pied. I tested her for het pied. She came back as a het pied, which is great. So you can see how dark she is. I can only imagine how dark she would be if I had another dose of mahogany on top and visual pied. So a super mahogany cinnamon pied, that is essentially probably the darkest snake you can get without going panda pied. So panda pied is a super black pastel pied or a super cinnamon pied. Both of those essentially have issues, which is why people try to avoid them whenever they're breeding for black pieds. So super nice. Can't wait to see what she gives me. Obviously, she's still small. She's probably like 400 or 500 grams or something like that. But can't wait to see what happens. Then we have this snake here. This is a Mojave, normal Mojave, or Mojave, sorry, I don't know why I keep saying Mojave. Normal Mojave, she is 100% het desert ghost, 100% het VPI Xanthic. I shed tested her for het pied because she was 66% het pied, or 50% het pied, one or the other. And she came back as het pied. So we have a Mojave triple het female here. And she is, I think, you know what? I think this is the second time I've done a video in this kind of same scenario, same setup, and the snakes get a little agitated. So I think it's the setup of the snakes being in this open space with all this lighting. I'm not too sure they like it. And this is what happens when it's super dry here in the winter. You start getting stuck sheds for no reason. So this actually is another Mojave, same genetics, het desert ghost, het VPI Xanthic, possible het pied. Shed tested, she came back as negative for het pied. So we have a double hets here. So het desert ghost, het VPI Xanthic, which is fine. I have a lot of those to begin with anyways. So let's go look at the third one. So another one of these. Here we have another one with the stuck shed, another Mojave, het desert ghost, het VPI Xanthic, possible het pied. This one also came back positive for het pied. So that means we have 3 triple hets right now. So triple het for desert ghost, VPI Xanthic, and pied. Here we have an Inchy leopard lemon blast, so pastel pinstripe. This girl is a het VPI Xanthic. She was shed tested for clown, desert ghost, and pied. She came back negative for for clown, and she came back positive for desert ghost and pied. So she is another triple het VPI Xanthic, desert ghost, pied female. And I have quite a few of these now, so yeah. So here we have another one. This is a Inchy lemon blast, possible leopard. I'm pretty much leaning towards leopard now. He actually has been getting darker and darker every shed, so I'm pretty sure he's leopard. He was also 100% het VPI Xanthic, shed tested for desert ghost, clown, and pied. Just like his sister, he came back negative for clown and positive for desert ghost and pied. So we have a male now that is het VPI Xanthic, desert ghost, pied, that I can pair to those Mojave females that were 100% triple het. So that's actually a pretty good deal. Not a pretty good deal, but a pretty good outcome, because now I have a male that I compare to those females and I don't have to wait to buy a male. Obviously, these are all triple hets. They're not visible double het or double visual het for whatever. So these are going to have longer shots, so they're going to be less possible to get a triple visual, but we'll see what happens. I might get lucky. People have done it before, especially people have done it with quad hets before, to be honest. So I might get lucky. Maybe not. Maybe so. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Then we have this Inchy Leopard Pastel Het VPI Xanthic. She was also shed tested for Clown Desert Ghost Pied. She came back negative, just like her siblings for Clown. And just like her siblings, surprisingly, came back positive for Desert Ghost and Pied. So I have 3 triple het snakes. Actually, no. I have 5 triple het snakes. 3 that I produced, 2 that I purchased. And that'll be a pretty good outcome in a couple years when they're all big enough to breed. So more chances to hit triple visuals. And wow, that's crazy. I got a few more snakes to go through, so bear with me. Then we have this female here. This is a pastel spot nose clown female that was 50% had Desert Ghost. Shed tested her for Desert Ghost. She came back positive for Desert Ghost. I have a male, that's her brother, that is a pastel Batman OD. That is a clown. Obviously, that's what Batman is. So he has a pastel leopard, spot nose, orange dream Batman. And he is 50% had Desert Ghost too, but his shed test came back inconclusive. They're going to run another shed test. If not, then I'll be sending a shed to go with the next run of snakes. So I'm not sure what I have now with him. So now I'll just have to wait before I can do anything with him. So I'll have to send the shed test before he gets about 600 grams, so I can start breeding him and know exactly what I'm breeding him to, or sell him if I have to. So the shed test should be sooner rather than later. So I have just 3 more snakes, I think, to go over, and then we'll be done. So as I was editing the video, I actually got the results for this guy here. So this is a pastel leopard. I want to say he is orange dream as well. Should probably have shed tested for that as well. He was tested for Het Desert Ghost. He came back positive for Het Desert Ghost, just like his sister. So now I have a pastel spot nose clown Het DG, and I have a pastel leopard spot nose orange dream. What did I say? Pastel leopard spot nose orange dream clown Het Desert Ghost as well. So I do have another, I have a female that is probably twice this guy's size. That is a pastel spot nose Het DG, or visual Desert Ghost Het Clown. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Obviously it's still early because this guy's young and he's not even 4 months old, and the female is probably a year old. So yeah. This one here is a super inchy banana clown. Her clutch had a bunch of 66% het pied snakes, and all the females I kept. So this one here was tested for pied, and she did come back positive for het pied. So she will be staying here, and we'll see what happens when she's older. Then we have this girl. This girl is just like the one I just showed, but she has pastel on top. So this one here is a super inchy pastel banana clown. She was also 66% het pied. I tested her for pied. She came back negative for pied. So a little disappointed there. I was hoping the 2 super inchy females at least would come back positive for het pied so I can keep both, but I was not able to keep both. So she is for sale. By the time this video goes up, she should be listed on the website if anybody wants her. And we have this little weirdo. She's pulled her head out upside down, but she is a inchy lemon blast, possible super inchy clown banana female, and I really wish to have kept her, but she came back negative for pied, and And I don't know if neither of these banana clown females sell, I'll just keep them anyways because it's not gonna hurt me. It's not gonna hurt me any to keep some banana clown females, and then just pair them to something else later on in the future, or make some more banana clowns because I think banana clowns are amazing. And adding things like leopard on top, inchy, obviously. I could have done without pinstriping this particular female because you can't even see any pattern. But sometimes pinstripe does look pretty cool with clowns. It just happened that this combo, you can't really see the pattern that well. So this is going to be, this one's going to be up for sale. And I just realized that I forgot one of the adults. So I'll be showing you the adult last, and then we'll be done with the video. And then last but not least, we have this VPI Xanthic female here. She also has a little bit of stuck shed over here on this side. And like I said, the winters here are brutal. I think the humidity in here has gotten down to, it was down to 11% yesterday. Today went up back up to 21%, but that's what happens at night. And then during the day, it goes back down. 21% is still really low for ball pythons, so I'm having to water them more often and miss their cocoa a lot more often as well. So this one here was 66% het pied. She came back positive for het pied. And you know, the funny thing is about this female, she's actually a 2020 female, and she is the size of some of my 2023 females. I bought her as a sub-adult probably a year and a half ago, and she came, when I got her, she was very, very small. So at 2.5 years, 2020, she'll be 25 this year, or 25. She'd be 5 this year, and when I got her a year and a half ago, she would have been 2.5 already, or 3.5. And I was expecting an adult. I thought maybe she was just mislabeled, and they sold me a snake that was underweight. And she eats great, so she has no reason to be underweight. But what happens is people like to do this maintenance feeding, and this maintenance feeding leads to smaller snakes. And therefore, she ended up, she's getting some size now to her because I'm feeding her often. But she is 5 years old and the size of some of my 2-year-old snakes, and that's kind of little bad because some of my 2-year-old snakes are already ready to breed, and obviously they're not going to be breeding anytime soon. But this one being 5 years old and she's still like 1,100 grams, she would technically be ready to breed, but I'm not sure if I want to yet. Not 100% sure if I want to yet. I want to maybe give her till she gets over 1,200, which shouldn't be that much longer, but yeah. If you made it this far into the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything that I put out in the future. As always, peace.